Hey guys, today is November 30th, 2022. Once again, I'm going to talk about the scene from iPet Goat 2, the classroom scene, and I showed you guys how it connected to several mass shootings, at least like 11 of them, including several school shootings as well. And I want to say, I think we may be looking at another one tomorrow, December 1st, 2022. But first, I want to recap and show you some new discoveries that I found with some of the other ones that I've talked about, such as the Valentine's Day school shooting, which was one of the most obvious decodes with the hearts on the blackboard, and this being 223 days after Bush's birthday, the 223 in the woman's hair, and of course, Bush over here. But something else I just realized, the Q's next to her hair. Well, Q is the 17th letter. So look at the number of deaths and the number of injured were both 17. 17 twice. And you see Q twice right next to the hair. Yeah, as you guys know, I look at multiple calendars, the Gregorian, Chinese, the Hebrew. But I was looking at the Hebrew gematria, and I noticed that high school mass shooting, which this says in Hebrew, it equals 45. And Valentine's Day is the 45th day of the year. Not only that, on the Hebrew calendar, it was 11/29, and the gun-free zone school law was also 11/29, so that matched. And I'm thinking, not too many people talk about Hebrew gematria. So I think that might be another missing piece of the puzzle when trying to connect the dots. Then another one that I talked about was the Uvalde school shooting, which just recently happened. And as I said, it was 322 days after Bush's birthday, 223 weeks after the Valentine's Day shooting, and also 223 on the Hebrew or Jewish calendar. But as I showed you guys, the Q's and the Valentine's Day related to the number of injured and dead. And when we look further to the right, we see the letter R and V. R is the 18th letter, V is the 22nd letter. And look what happened here. There was 22 dead and 18 injured. So once again, they're showing us the number of injured and dead to the Uvalde shooting and the Valentine's Day shooting. And that day also had gematria of mass shooting equals 51 and school shooting equal 71. We had both those numbers in the dates, 5 plus 24 plus 22, 51. As you can see, 71 matching here. Another one I recently just talked about was the Club Q shooting. As you can see, the Q, obviously, I just talked about next to her hair. And as I said before, this black woman also represents Kamala Harris, the future black president. And this was 3,022 weeks apart from her birthday, with the dates reversed. As I said, you got to look at things forward and backwards. And when you switch it, 11/19, 10/20 over here, you got 3,022 weeks. So like the Valentine's Day shooting, there was no obvious gematria connections to mass shooting or nightclub shooting or something like that. But when you look at mass shooting and convert it to Hebrew, you have 25 in Hebrew reduction. And guess what? It was on the 25th on the Hebrew calendar. And so you might have heard that there was a recent school shooting in Brazil on Friday, November 25th. And that was 223 days prior to Bush's birthday. And also, it had a 322 connection to the Valentine's Day shooting. And mass school shooting equals 78, and that day had a numerology of 78. Now we're going to look at tomorrow. So tomorrow, December 1st, once again, is a 322 connection to Kamala Harris's birth date. 3,020 weeks, 2 days, dates reversed. And then looking at the Valentine's Day shooting, once again, you have another 322 connection. 3 years, 2 months, 2 weeks apart, and date included, with the dates reversed. Now, when you take the words mass school shooting, convert it to Hebrew, it equals 55. We have a connection with 55 with tomorrow. And now look at tomorrow. The Gun-Free School Zone Act has a 322 connection to it. 32 years, 2 days. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow and see what happens, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care.